Each week, I'm going to dedicate one day to chisme, and here's the tea. We're going to spill it. Porque yo tengo chisme de otro mundo. Okay? Listen to this. There's the chisme about the comedy world, which still connects to the political world, because that's a little divided because of the politics and all these podcasts. Marc Maron, he's a stand-up comic. I love him. He's great. He's funny. He's honest. You know, he just says it like it is. And he was on the Bad Friends podcast with Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee, and he started talking about Joe Rogan and the whole Rogan sphere, and implied that Joe Rogan is a hack and that the comedy in Austin is hacky. And I'm not going to lie to you, I kind of agree with that.
We probably all owe it to Tom Green.
Yeah, we do actually.
I did Tom. Yeah, right. Tom was first.
With the video podcast.
With the video, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, me and who else?
Rogan.
Okay.
Who's that?
Joe Rogan.
Joseph Rogan?
Yeah, he's out of Texas.
Oh, Texas. Got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Got it.
Yeah. You love Austin, don't you?
He's running half the planet out of Texas.
Yeah.
He's got a tight hold on the enlightened meatheads.
Dude, Maron's disdain.
It's not disdain. It's reasonable criticism.
Reasonable criticism.
Yeah.
When's the last time you spoke with him?
I don't know. That's a good question. I guess it would have been at the store. I never talked to him in Austin. I don't go into the club. I don't really think I'm on his radar. So
something tells me you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Something
tells me you are.
I don't. It's weird that you get lumped into a certain thing, and maybe it's my assumption that his army of healthy fellas.
Is that their title? Army of Healthy Fellas is so good.
No, you just got to, got to stay and keep the machine.
The machine's got to be good.
Yeah.
That's a shot at Burbank.
So I don't know the last time I talked to Joe. People for a while were like, why don't you go on Joe's show? And my answer to that is like, why?
Why? Right. Well, it doesn't service you.
Well, no, I don't need him. And also there's no way for me to, like, what am I going to talk to him about? And there's no way for me to sort of not walk out of there and be like, all right, I guess I'll look at my phone. Oh, fuck. How long is this going to go on for?
A better angle.
Adam used to go like, hey, what? And I'm like, no, why?
Why? Well, because it's interesting being someone like us on the outside of it and watching you.
Oh, you got one foot in, baby.
Well, yeah, it's it's right up your ass.
Yeah, that's the other foot.
I think
you have to understand something. I have known Joe since he started.
Yeah.
I mean, literally since he first set foot on stage.
In Boston,
I was there.
Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember my initial issues where there was another guy, Kevin Flynn, who's out of the game. And he was like a soccer jock. And at that time, Joe was like a regional kickboxing champion. And my initial reaction was like, what are these guys doing here? This isn't for them. It's like Louis once said to me years ago when Jay Moore started in New York when he was like 17. He's like, it's not for them. It's not for the good looking guys. It's not for the jocks. This is for us rejects, us guys who don't fit in. That's what comedy was. Right?
By the way, was Jay Moore that good looking? Am I crazy?
He was cute back then.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I like Marc Maron, because he doesn't need to be liked by everybody, so he's going to be honest about everything. And I love that. I respect it. At least he's saying how he really feels instead of trying to be liked by everybody. Because at the end of the day, whatever any person, but especially when you're in entertainment, you're not going to win them all. So be the real you and win some instead of winning some with the fake you, because now you got to keep up with that. How freaking exhausting.
But the thing with Joe,
yeah,
is I don't know that we have a lot to talk about because of my idea of what he's done to comedy.
Sure.
And I don't think it's great. I think that it's tribalized, and I think that he's created a sort of army of people that think they know comedy, but they only know a specific thing, and what they think is good is not necessarily good. It may be what they're like, what they like. But now it's like kind of this, there's this cultural idea of what comedy is.
My point. I get why you.
It's not all on him.
No.
The culture has changed,
right?
And and I don't necessarily think for the better, but it's changed in a lot of ways.
What do you think the Austin shelf life is going to be?
Well, I don't know. Like, I think that it's so effectively tribalized at this point. It really comes down to material. I mean, at what point? It's like whatever they represented in terms of policy, and it's not a stretch. It's like they won. Trans people are frightened; they have no ability to get health care anymore, and they're afraid of being alive and have no freedom left. So that's done. When do you stop with the jokes?
When do you stop with the jokes?
And like immigrants, okay, well they're being ripped away from their homes, and they're all terrified, and okay, so that's done. When do you stop with the jokes?
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to pick on the vulnerable and the marginalized, but I mean, they're down.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
they're down.
why do you got to keep hitting them unless you're a hack? Now there's a question.
Wow, Mark.
He
Wow.
comes in swinging.
Yeah.
No,
I know. He's right about some of the hacky stuff. Because when I was in Austin, I love the Kill Tony show. I signed up for it. I'm going to go back and try to sign up again. It's fun. But a lot of the jokes I heard were the same shit over and over. If you can get a trans joke in, if you can say the F word or the R word, everyone's going to laugh there. It's all low-hanging fruit. And when Mark starts talking about it, Bobby Lee talks about how he's sick of the attitude there. And the voice he makes, he's like, I don't want to say their name. But then the voice he makes to imitate them, bro, you know it's Tony. You know it's Tony Hinchcliffe. It's hilarious.
I'm tired of the attitude.
I thought you were going to say violence in this country.
No. I'm tired. They come up back to L.A. One guy, I want to name his name, and go, oh, you seem like you're thriving. And he goes, I'm killing it.
killing it.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I'm like, whoa, dude. You moved out because you couldn't survive here.
Yeah.
This is a different...
It's an animal.
It's an animal.
Well, I think
Like anyone who ever talks about Tony immediately goes to that voice. Red Band, we've been doing it 12 years. And I like Tony, okay? I do, and I love that show. But you know who he's talking about. That's Chisme, and I'll see you next week for another one. I'm Ceci, this is the Put You On podcast, and I put you on. Have a great day.